voltage powder coating system. This is just a gun. So when you open the box, I got a little coupon here. I don't know if you guys want this, but free bacon for life, I guess. Here's the code. You guys can nab that if you want. I've been keeping this for like quite a while because we're gonna go ahead and see how this works and how I set it up and what tools you need. So whatever the open thing is. Oh, nice presentation. Look at that. You open it, comes with a gun. It's a pretty good quality too. Let me get everything out of the box. Okay. Here's your manual. This will tell you like probably additional information like what to do and then proper setup. See, you can see right here, applying powder, gun setup. So I'll probably go over that right now. So here's another closer look at the gun. You can see, don't touch this, high voltage. And here's the little container where you put your powder, right? So when you're supposed to put it to where it's not empty or it's not like full. That way there's air pressurizing this and it's picking up through this tube here. It creates like a little venturi, if you would say, or a little air vacuum there, and then that shoots it there. Here's the little connector, right? There's your, I think it's a 1/4 of an inch, 1/4 inch adapter there, so you can put your airline. This is pretty cool. Nice trigger. Pretty sick. We look at the other system here. Standard 120 volts for the power. And then here is your trigger switch. So when you're ready to powder coat, you click this button, you tap it, and then you press the trigger on it. This will allow the other end, the electron end, to stick on. So basically you're attracting all these particles to one side and attaching it to other parts. So you got to make sure the thing that you're attaching the powder coating thing to is conductive, or there's free of paint, so that way you have a good connection. This green wire here this is where you're negative, I think, or grounding to the wire or pole, whatever that you have it hanging from. That way it can have a connection. So here's another look at the box. Here's the box. Dual voltage. Right, got the switch there from dual voltage, so from single to dual. It's pretty cool, and then all your warnings. I'd say it's a pretty good quality. I don't know why they put like bolt holes here. I'm sure to where you could put it on like a wall or like a fixture of some sort. But that's the whole system. Now, how I'm going to set this up is, so for these guns to work properly, they don't need a lot of air pressure. At most, maybe 15 psi, but that's on the high end. But you need something that can regulate it, especially if your air compressor does not have the regulator installed. So I went ahead and bought a regulator here from Harbor Freight. This is just a standard I think it's a 200 psi regulator. And all you gotta do is just turn this knob, and then there you go. There's your regulator valve. This will limit the amount of air pressure going from the air compressor to the gun, and we're only going to use mainly on the 5 to 10 psi range. And in conjunction of this, you want to make sure you have your filter, your inline water air filter. So just pick up one of these as well. This separates the water to if there's air in the water, whatever, and there's your little nozzle there where you can depress the little I think this is a Schrader valve style, so you get to just press in and the water comes out. But this is definitely a must if you're planning to if you're planning to actually use a lot of spraying. The compressor can build water and moisture, so let's go ahead and screw that on. go like that. And then I think this end, so pressure or water is going into here, or water is going in here preferably, and then probably go into here, but you can probably set it up differently. Then this end goes onto the gun. Hopefully I got the connections right. I might need a thread locker here, but that's a general consensus of it. And it doesn't really feel like really heavy either. Like I was afraid it was gonna be really heavy, but it's not that bad. Or bracket, I do have a little bracket here. It's kind of on the rusty side, but I'm just gonna hit it with a wire brush and then clean it up. Then we can spray it with the black and then see how that lands. This is just the brake. What is this? Brake fluid master cylinder reservoir thing. So this mounts on the firewall. So we're gonna use that. There's also different tips here. So make sure you guys look at your manual, especially like stuff like this where you don't really know what's going on. You kind of just run and gun it. But a good measure is just to look at the manual anyways. So it tells you actually if you want to do different patterns here for your fans and your how you want the coating to spray. This is pretty cool. That you want to make sure that your part that you're cleaning is properly, the surface is prepped and cleaned of any foreign debris. You can hit it with some acetone or wax and grease remover. That'll work. So let me show you the setup I got going on. So this is what our setup consists of. I literally have a piece of aluminum foil with a cardboard underneath, but this is how we're going to conduct the electricity basically, or complete the circuit with the aluminum foil. We're just going to cut a hole right here, about the size of the bolt, right? So we have the bolt and we have the hole right there, and then all we got to do is just stick this in here. Of course, this is like if you clean it as well. So, and that's pretty much it. Oh, why is it weird? So we got the setup. I double foiled it, so stick the bolt head there. And let's go ahead and continue on the other ones as well. Alright guys, so we just got it all set up. You can see, got the powder in there now. So now we're ready to spray. Make sure this nozzle is tight. Make sure you're set at 5 psi here. As you can see, 5 to 10 psi. Alright, cool. So now we're going to go ahead and preheat the oven and place this guy in the oven, I think at 400 degrees, 20 minutes around there. So I'll update you guys on how these look like after the oven. So now I didn't get exactly everything on there, but it did a pretty good job. So let me show you a little closer. So that's what they look like now. You see a little bit of inconsistencies right there. That's purely because either the bolt is not prepped right, or you know, just poor coverage. But I'm not gonna lie to you, this looks pretty good. This is a flat black finish, by the way, so that's what it looks like. Really clean. If you guys remember what that bolt looks like here, if I got that spare one, this is what it looks like before. Check this out. Check that out. Look at the difference. Crazy. You can see the markings on there as well. overall, for a first time experience, I think it's a win. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this unboxing and review on the Eastwood powder coating system, dual voltage. This was a really good experience, learning experience, and hopefully I can use this for the rest of my parts. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks guys for watching. See you guys in the next one.